Hey everyone and welcome back to the channel. This is Dave on Tech and today we'll be unboxing the brand new AirPods Pro 3. Now, I just spent a week in Media City, UK back in November and I got these delivered directly from Apple as I wanted to have them engraved with my daughter's name on them. Oh, and thank you so much Zone of Tech for letting me use your beautiful studio for a few minutes to record the unboxing. Thank you. Now, unboxing these AirPods is very straightforward. In the box, you don't get anything too exciting, just the AirPods themselves wrapped in paper, and what's new this year is that you get 4 extra sizes of ear tips included, ranging from extra small to large, with the medium ones pre-installed on the AirPods themselves. What's also new and less cool is that Apple no longer includes a cable in the box, but hey, I'm sure everyone has a USB-C cable lying around the house somewhere, so yeah, it's still not cool, but it is what it is. Oh, and I've engraved my 1-year-old daughter's name on them. So if you see the name Ella engraved on the AirPods, yeah, that's my daughter's name. Oh, and by the way, only around 2% of people watching my videos are actually subscribed, so if you're enjoying the content, I highly appreciate it if you guys took a second to subscribe. It's completely free and it helps out a lot. Thank you so much. And now, as I said, I spent a week in Media City, UK, and I've thoroughly tested these and compared them to the AirPods Pro 2s. I have used them in different scenarios, such as walks alongside the keys, during noisy evenings, and everywhere I could basically. I have also tested the ANC or active noise cancellation on my flights back home and compared them side by side with the AirPods Pro 2s. And yeah, that's a good place to start. So let's just talk about ANC. Now, the noise cancellation on these AirPods is very good. I'm not sure if Apple's claims of being the best on the market hold true, but I can definitely confirm that they are up there with among the best from Sony and Bose. The active noise cancellation is much stronger compared to the AirPods Pro 2s. Now, Apple says that the Pro 2s have 2 times better ANC compared to the first generation AirPods Pro, and that the Pro 3s have again twice better ANC compared to the Pro 2s. Now, I'll be honest, while the ANC performance is much better, the difference isn't as large as going from the Pro 1s to the Pro 2s. That was an astronomical leap. You still get a huge upgrade with the ANC when going from the Pro 2s to the Pro 3s, but it's not as huge as previous years. The active noise cancellation is so good mostly because of the new foam-infused ear tips, which provide so much more better passive noise cancellation. Because yeah, the chip is the same, they still use the H2 chip, so yeah, I'm almost sure that most of the gains are from the new ear tips. But what about transparency mode? Well, AirPods have always had the best transparency mode on the market, hands down. And while I couldn't even imagine it getting even better with the AirPods Pro 3s, it somehow did. It seems like Apple have reduced the latency even more, and keep in mind, it was already extremely low, it was barely noticeable. And here are some very subjective and rough numbers to help better showcase my experience. So if you're not wearing any earbuds, let's say that you hear 100% of the outside, and this would be our baseline. Now with the Pro 2s in transparency mode, you could hear around 75% of the environment, and with the AirPods 4 with transparency mode, I would say around 90% of the environment. And now with the AirPods Pro 3s, I would say that you can hear over 95% of the environment. They really are that good. But what about sound quality? Well, after testing them for over a month non-stop with a lot of back-to-back testing and comparisons with the AirPods Pro 2s, I'm not really convinced. And while I'm not an audiophile, here are my thoughts. So the Pro 3s are much brighter, they are more exciting with more bass, and that bass is also better defined and it's a bit deeper, especially in the sub-bass. And don't get me wrong, the bass is done very well. It's kept under control very well, so props to Apple for that. Now, on the other hand, the highs have been turned up to 11 and they can get a bit too bright for my liking. Like, I feel like they sometimes pierce my ears in an unpleasant way, but that's only happening at like higher volumes, such as over 80%. If you're listening at 50 or 60% volume, they're great. The highs won't bother you. And as of last week, there has been a software update for the AirPods Pro 3s, which significantly reduced the highs, so they don't feel as overpowering anymore. The mids are also very good, but they do seem a bit toned down. And that's not because Apple have changed the mids, because from my subjective testing, the mids are almost the same as the Pro 2s, but because the V-shaped sound signature from the Pro 3s is much more pronounced, the jump from bass to mids and then from mids to highs is much more evident, it's much more pronounced. if that makes sense. And this way it makes it feel like the mids are a bit more boring, they're toned down, but in reality they aren't. They're very similar to the Pro 2s, which is a good thing. So overall sound quality compared to the Pro 2s, I can't really say whether they are worse or better. They are just simply different. If you want more exciting headphones with more bass and brighter highs, you may prefer the Pro 3s, but if you like a more balanced sound, go with the Pro 2s or just stay with your Pro 2s. Now let's have a quick chat about battery life. With the AirPods Pro 2s, Apple have claimed 6 hours of battery life in the buds themselves and another 24 hours from the case, totaling 30 hours. This meant that you could basically charge the buds 4 times from the case. With the Pro 3s on the other hand, you get 8 hours on the buds and only 16 from the case, totaling 24 hours. This means that you can only charge them twice from the case as opposed to 4 times on the Pro 2s. And yeah, indeed, while using them intensely, I could definitely tell that the battery in the case will drain so much more quicker on the AirPods Pro 3s. And keep in mind, my AirPods Pro 2s already have a 2-year-old degraded battery, so yeah. So what else do you get with the AirPods Pro 3s? Well, you get a new heart rate monitor in the AirPods themselves, which is cool, but I do find it a bit useless, to be honest. Look, the entire point of an Apple Watch was that you could leave your phone behind when working out, right? Now, with the AirPods, Apple says that you can also leave your watch behind, as the AirPods can measure your heart rate, right? Well, yes, that's cool, but if you leave both your iPhone and your watch behind, what will be the source of your music? What will be the AirPods connected to? The AirPods have no built-in storage, so if you only wear them while working out, you'd have no music. That's why I'm saying you still need an Apple Watch or an iPhone with you. So, as a conclusion, should you pick the AirPods Pro 3s up? Well, as of today, you can find them on sale on Amazon for around $200, and for that money, yeah, definitely, they're a very good deal. But honestly, if you have the AirPods Pro 2s and the battery still holds strong, I wouldn't bother, honestly. I'm saying this because I wouldn't consider them necessarily an upgrade when it comes to music and sound. It's mostly a side grade. They are basically 2 different pairs of earbuds providing 2 different sound signatures, and you pick whichever you like the most. So if you want more bass and highs, get the Pro 3s. But if you want a more natural and balanced sound, get the Pro 2s. But yeah, the only real upgrades that you would be getting are the active noise cancellation and the transparency mode. And don't get me wrong, these have improved a lot, and you will definitely notice a difference, even from the Pro 2s. And if you're an OG and you're coming from the original AirPods Pro 1st generation, or the regular AirPods 2 or 3, then yeah, definitely get the Pro 3s, you will love them. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, and as always, this was Dave on Tech, and if you have any further questions, feel free to drop them in the comment section down below. And if you enjoyed the video and found it helpful, at least a little bit, then please consider subscribing, and thank you so much. Have a good one, cheers.